Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Once again, Fox News under attack. And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. You may remember about this time last year, the White House declared war on Fox News, saying that we were irresponsible in our reporting and biased against the administration. I write about that extensively in my new book, Pinheads and Patriots, because it actually helped us. Our ratings went up and the credibility of the administration went down. After a few weeks of that nonsense, a truce was declared and business went on as usual. Now the war is being resurrected not by President Obama, but by some of his acolytes. With the November election looming, Democrats really are in a tough spot. The economy's not getting much better and the voters are angry. All the polls say the Democrats are in deep trouble. So a smoke screen is needed to mask reality, something to drive attention away from the economy and other problems. A few weeks ago, the president went after Congressman John Boehner, the Republican. Well, it didn't go anywhere. So now some lefties are bringing Fox News back into the war zone. If you visit the left-wing websites, the rhetoric is pretty much all the same. Fox News lies. Fox News is a propaganda arm of the Republican Party. Fox News doesn't give President Obama a chance. And in the past few days, we've seen that internet rhetoric expand to TV.
One of the fundamental problems is Fox. Okay, Fox has turned into Monty Python's Lying Circus. All day long they spew lies out, time after time, day after day, and they've created this bubble of irreality around the people who listen to them, and it's a threat to this country.
Things have gone downhill, I think, in the last few years, with the polarization of our country, with the evolution of a new kind of politics, with the birth of Fox News that now distorts everything rather than telling the truth.
And then there's Fox News, which is essentially the voice of the Republican Party, whose job it is to make this man look bad no matter what he does.
This man, of course, is the president. Now, since the war on Fox News failed the last time around, it's a bit perplexing that it would be resurrected. Americans can decide for themselves whether FNC is a propaganda mill. They don't need dishonest commentators to tell them that. We're here 24/7. You can see for yourself. And the American people have seen. The CNN commentator you just heard gets beaten by the factor about 7-1 in the ratings. So blaming Fox News for the woes of the Democratic Party is another losing proposition. And like trying to demonize the Tea Party, it will backfire. The troubling reality is that the USA is suffering economically, and President Obama's leadership, his leadership, is being questioned. That's what's in play, and all the partisan bloviating in the world will not change that. And that's the memo. Now for the top story tonight, reaction joining us from Des Moines, Iowa, where he is advising a Republican candidate, the purveyor of DickMorris.com, Mr. Morris. So didn't we see this anti-Fox movie before?
Yeah, we certainly have, again and again. The issue is not so much why they're going after Fox News. That's self-evident, in your talking points, I think, do a good job of explaining it. The problem is that there's nothing else they are saying. The Democratic Party is approaching this election with absolutely no message. Now, the highest level of politics is strategy. Then comes tactics. And the lowest level is fire whatever ammunition you have and hope that some of it hits. And that effectively describes what the Democrats are doing. Not a single Democratic candidate is out there saying the economy is good, or the stimulus package is working, or Obamacare is good, or we need cap and trade. They were all saying, oh, I didn't vote for this, and I didn't vote for this, and my opponent, oh, he's a child molester. You don't want him. And my opponent, oh, God, his divorce was so horrible. And my opponent, oh, he doesn't pay his taxes. He's actually a deadbeat. And the whole idea is throw as much negative as you can and hope that that compensates for the absence of a national message. So the problem Obama has now is that there is no strategy. There is no message. One minute he's attacking Boehner as being a lobbyist. The next minute the Tea Party is hysterical. The next minute this is propaganda from Fox News. It's a lurch because they have absolutely nothing to say. They are panic-stricken. They don't have a campaign. And each of these local campaigns, like I'm in Iowa today for a guy named Brad Zahn, he said people should take responsibility for cleaning up and combating natural disasters like floods, and they're making a big deal that he doesn't want to get government help. They'll use anything they can because nothing is working.
All right,
and
now,
they're all losing.
The strategy, though, to mobilize the base, one of the problems the Democratic Party has, according to the surveys taken, is that their crew, Democrats in general, not likely to vote, whereas the Republican crew, led by the Tea Party, are very motivated to vote. So some
Yes.
people are telling me,
By
look,
2 to 1, I think.
yeah, some people are saying, look, if they can attack Fox and make Fox the villain in the election, make Fox the villain, okay? Forget about the Republican Party. They can't, as you said, I have no message to go after them right now. So make Fox the villain. This then mobilizes, oh, if you don't vote for us, Fox wins. It's really the Democratic Party running against Fox, or the Obama administration running against Fox. I think that's what they're up to.
Yeah. It's a stupid strategy. It was stupid before. It increases Fox's ratings. It impels people to want to go and watch us. And it's ridiculous. The only reason that they are doing this is they have nothing else to say.
Now, if you were a Delaware voter and you were faced with 2 candidates, one ideologically far left, one ideologically far right, you would vote for the conservative, O'Donnell, right? Just because you don't want the higher spending big government, right?
Right.
Okay. So you and other conservative people, Republican people, would vote for O'Donnell. Why then is she running 15 points behind the Democrat Coons, who's so far left it's, you can't even catch him? Why is she running so far behind him?
Well, she spent all of her money in the primary. She doesn't have a lot to defend herself in the opening week. The same thing happened to Sharon Angle in Nevada. She fell behind Harry Reid, and now she's caught up, and I think she's going to beat Reid. Bear in mind, when you look at polling these days, you're looking at likely voters that say they're likely. In fact, the Republican turnout will be much higher than the Democratic turnout.
So you think that she can win? You think Ms. O'Donnell can win?
Oh, she sure can.
Yeah.
She sure can. There's a fundamental misunderstanding here, and each day now I do a commentary on my website on the election in the morning, and tomorrow morning I'll be talking about this at some length. When you have abortion, gays, and guns, the social issues, you want to moderate. Most people don't feel one way or another strongly about it. They distrust people that do, and they kind of want to moderate. And a right-winger or a left-winger is at a disadvantage. But when the issue is government spending or taxes, you don't want a moderate. You want a purist. You want someone who says no new spending and no new taxes. And the issue is not are you left or right, it's are you sincere or insincere. And the nice thing about O'Donnell is she's an Angle, is that she's sincere. Everybody looks at her and said, that lady is not going to vote for higher taxes. She's not going to cave. Whereas they look at a Castle who she beat in the primary or Murkowski and they say, I don't know, they're squishy. And that's why they're winning these primaries, and that's why they're going to win the general election.
All right. Well, it'll be some upset because there's only 5%.
Social issues are not the key.
According to polls in Delaware, only 5% are undecided, but you think that she will surge and certainly got enough money.
Those
there's a lot of
numbers
money going
change,
in there
Bill.
now. All right. Dick Morris.
Hey, I'm hungry. You want a better dinner?
I'm not going to get involved because it looks like I'm rooting against her, and that's not my job here. So I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
All right. Next on the rundown, a liberal will weigh in on the latest campaign against Fox News.
In America. Today, 15 million men and women won't have the opportunity to go to work. Businesses shuttered. 2,900 families will have their homes foreclosed by nightfall. This afternoon, 6,000 men and women will be married, each of their children to be born with a $30,000 share of the runaway national debt. Our government is now taking over the choices we once made in life. There's mourning in America. Under the leadership of President Obama, our country is fading and weaker and worse off. His policies were a grand experiment. Policies that failed. This November, let's choose a smaller, more caring government. One that remembers us.